You likely clicked on this clip due to the thumbnail image, but pay attention, watch this until the very conclusion. By the moment we reach the 1-minute mark, your whole viewpoint on females will shift permanently. Because what if I informed you that everything you assume you comprehend about affection is false? You've been led to believe that women are drawn to the kindest man, the wealthiest man, or the most attractive man. But the reality? Women don't adore men, at least not in the manner you imagine. They don't get attached to your appearance, your fortune, or even your character. They become captivated by something deeper, more instinctual, more subconscious. And if you fail to grasp this, you'll forever feel like love is some kind of enigma you can't decipher. However, by the conclusion of this clip, you won't just comprehend how women operate, you'll discover how to make them experience something so intense they'll never erase you from their thoughts. Let's jump in. Sign 1. Women don't cherish you, they cherish how you make them experience. Allow me to disclose a truth that most men will never grasp. Women don't adore you, not your looks, not your wealth, not even your disposition. What they admire is how you make them feel. That's correct. Love to a woman isn't a stable framework established on logic and analysis. It's a whirlwind, an adventure, a sentimental surge she never wants to escape from. You could be the most striking, accomplished, elegantly styled man in the setting, but if she doesn't sense something profound when she's near you, she'll dismiss you quicker than last week's headlines. Psychologists label this emotional attraction. Imprinting, it's the reason a woman can meet two men on the same day, one who says all the right words but bores her and another who teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until she can't breathe. And guess who she'll be thinking about that night? It's not fair, right? You could be the better option, the safer pick, the more faithful man, and yet she'll always choose the man who makes her feel alive. This is where most guys fail. They try to impress her with achievements, they try to persuade her with reasoning. But the men who women truly obsess over create an emotional ride, a mix of pressure, thrill, mystery, and comfort. They make her chase the rush. Ever wondered why women always return to their exes even when they swear they're done? It's not because of who he is, it's because of how he made her feel. Sign 2, the more you chase, the less she feels. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a message and waited hours for an answer? Have you ever felt that slow-burning stress, wondering if she's losing interest? Now, flip it around. Have you ever had someone too accessible for you? Someone who replied instantly? Someone who said yes to everything you asked? How did that make you feel? Women are wired for expectation. A man who is always there, always messaging, always present creates zero tension, and tension is what makes attraction powerful. Here's a tough truth: when a man pursues, he destroys the very thing that could make her fall for him. It's human nature. We don't value what we already have. We desire what we might lose. The moment she knows she has you, her brain relaxes. And when her brain relaxes, attraction fades. This is why high-value men never run after women. They lead, they let a woman come to them. And when she does, they don't give her everything at once. They create mystery, they make her curious, because the second she stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign 3. Women don't want a nice guy, they want an unshakable man. Let's talk about the nice guy problem. You see, women say they want a nice guy, but what they really mean is they want a man who is kind, but not weak. A lot of guys make this mistake. They think being nice means saying yes to everything. They think it means never arguing, never taking the lead, never standing their ground. But let me ask you this: would you respect a man who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who always gives in? Of course not. Because here's the secret: women are drawn to strength. Not physical strength, mental strength. The kind of man who doesn't panic under stress. The kind of man who doesn't beg for approval. The kind of man who can walk away from anyone, even her, if he has to. This is why women are hooked on calm, controlled men. A man who isn't emotional. A man who stays cool in chaos. A man who, when she tests him, because she will test him, doesn't collapse like wet paper. A woman doesn't need another buddy. She doesn't need a therapist. She needs a man who stands firm when everything else is falling apart. Sign 4. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Let's talk about one of the biggest myths in love, the idea that people fall for each other based on facts. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you do, or how you treat her. But here's the hard truth: she's not falling in love with you. She's falling in love with the story she's created about you in her mind. Psychologists call this mental projection, the habit of people to project their own feelings, wishes, and hopes onto others. When a woman meets you, she's not experiencing you as you really are. She's experiencing you through a filter, a perception shaped by her past, her insecurities, her dreams, and her hidden thoughts. This is why a woman can go from being deeply in love to completely cold overnight. It's not that you changed, it's that her view of you changed. And perception is everything. Think of it like this: have you ever heard a woman describe a guy she's obsessed with? She'll say things like, "He's so mysterious. He just understands me. I can't stop thinking about him." Now take the same guy and put him in a different situation. One where he's too available, too predictable, too eager to please. Suddenly, she'll start saying things like, "He's kind of dull. I feel like I've moved on. Something just feels off." The man didn't change, the perspective did. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to the story in her mind. And here's where most men mess up. They let that story develop randomly without any control. They don't shape how she sees them. They let her feelings decide everything. And once she mentally puts you in the safe or expected category, it's over. So how do you control perception? Simple. Be the source of emotional contrast. Unpredictability creates interest. If she always knows what you'll do next, she'll stop wondering about you. And the moment she stops wondering, she stops feeling. Emotional highs and lows create attachment. If a woman only experiences comfort with you, you become background noise. But when you give her moments of deep connection mixed with moments where she's unsure of what you're thinking, she keeps coming back. Scarcity creates value. If you're always around, your presence loses importance. When she has to earn your time, she values it more. Women don't stay with the most rational choice. They stay with the choice that keeps their mind engaged. And if you can shape how she views you, you shape how she loves you. Now, here's where most men mess up. When a woman gets emotional, they either try to solve her emotions, which makes her feel like she's not being understood, or get emotional back, which makes her feel like she has to handle your feelings instead of her own. Both of these destroy attraction. The right move: stay steady, stay attentive, stay strong. If a woman tests you, throws a fit, or gets unreasonable, the worst thing you can do is freak out. The best thing you can do: hold your position and stay composed. This doesn't mean you accept disrespect. It means you show her through your actions that no matter what chaos she's going through, you are the one anchor she can rely on. And when a woman recognizes that, she won't just love you, she won't just want you, she'll never want to walk away. Because at the end of the day, the women who remain, the ones who never lose passion, never wander, never stop being in love, are the ones who have found a man who makes them feel secure in a way no other man can. This is the Stoic path. If you found this insightful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the methods that put you ahead. Stay focused, stay stoic, and let them chase.